And welcome back. Well, earlier in the show, we heard from CommonGround volunteer and KRVN farm director Susan Littlefield about why it's important for producers to tell their story. And now she's back with a recipe. Susan and Tanner here with the recipe that is sure to please with the weather we are seeing. So tell us more.
Perfect for today. Thank you, John. This is a cornbread chili. It looks amazing. It smells amazing. And this is a family recipe of yours.
It is. Growing up in Minnesota, chili was always a staple. We always put rice on the bottom. And then one day my dad said, I wonder if I put cornbread on the, we always had cornbread on the side.
Yeah.
He goes, I wonder what happens if we put the cornbread on the top. Hence why we came up with cornbread chili.
So did you ever do cinnamon rolls with chili like some people?
No, and I have lived in Nebraska now for 20 plus years and I still cannot get myself to even think of dipping and trying.
We never did that either. I grew up here in
Okay.
Nebraska. We never did it either. So it might just be certain folks
Must be.
who do it. So this looks really good. Let's give it a try here.
You bet. This is something simple, folks, that you can do the night before with craziness sports. What I'm going to have you do is, while I'm doing this,
Okay.
I'm going to have you do the cornbread. So it's just a box of cornbread. Double it for a 9x13 cake pan. So I'll have you add your egg, your milk, and your cheese. And while Taryn's doing that, we've already got some hamburger that's done. You're going to add to that. Normally you'd be doing this in a cooking pan, but you would add your seasonings. So you're going to mix that all together, and then you're going to add your can of beans. Now the key to it is having two different kinds of beans. You add your can of beans that have the chili sauce already in it, and then you add a can of your kidney beans. You know, you can use light or dark beans, totally depends on what your family's preference is. But then you're going to mix that all together and pour it into a 9x13 or smaller. We halved this recipe for you guys today.
Oh, we did? Okay.
But then you just pour it very easily into your pan.
Perfect.
And 9 times out of 10, Taryn, when I do this, I end up mixing it a little bit more inside the pan just to try to get some consistency of the beans. Spread it out. Next thing we do is you pour over.
Put that on top.
Put that on top. And the reason we add the cheese to it, it just gives that whole new dimension to the cornbread. And we personally add pepper jack cheese, but you can add whatever your family's favorite cheese is.
There's some in there you can get out.
And then
There you go.
the simple thing is you just spread the cornbread over the top, and it doesn't have to be pretty, doesn't have to be perfect, but you'll spread it out. And now here's where, if you're going to do this the night before, put some saran wrap on, throw it in the fridge, pull it out. Let your dish warm up a little bit because we don't want it to crack in the oven. 400 degrees, anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes, and voila, you have cornbread chili. And you can top it with whatever you would normally top your chili with. If you're more of a person who likes sour cream, you can top it with sour cream. But there's just something about the taste of it all coming together.
Very, very good. Love it. This is perfect for today.
On a brutal day like today, of course it is.
Head to your grocery store. Go get this stuff. All right. And this is on our Pure Nebraska Facebook page already if you want to copy the recipe down. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
All right. Back to you, John.
All right. Thank you, guys.